Hey, I have a new video that I kind of rambled on slowly, uh, and I'm just still editing it. Takes quite a while, but I just wanted to give you a few quotes today. I might have said them before in other videos, but these quotes are so powerful, so powerful. This is, I think, from Carl Miller, uh, as far as how it's worded, or he might have gotten it from verbatim from something else, you know. Either way, you are, and I am, the clearly intended and expressly designated beneficiaries of the Constitution. That's quote unquote. Don't smoke. That's why I got half my teeth and, you know, bad skin or whatever. But think about that. It's the Constitution. You and I are the clearly intended and expressly designated beneficiaries of the legal contract. So I think this will be the third time I've talked about this, but listen to the wording of this. This is a opine, meaning Supreme Court opinion, case law, withstanding. Shapiro versus Thompson, volume 394, U.S., page 618, from what I don't know. Quote, all citizens are free to travel throughout the United States, uninhibited by statutes, rules, or regulations, which unreasonably burden or restrict this movement. If a law has no other purpose than to chill assertions of constitutional rights by penalizing those who choose to exercise them, it is patently unconstitutional. I didn't make it up. I'm not smart enough. The fact that people can't seem to grasp these things is because they can't think in that way. They've been brought up in complete indoctrination, as was I. But I went down a rabbit hole, and I'm obsessive compulsive, and thank goodness. So that was Shapiro versus Thompson. And it also says the purpose of inhibiting migration by needy persons into a state is constitutionally impermissible. They haven't abrogated the Constitution. It hasn't been abrogated. Murdoch versus the state of Pennsylvania. No right shall be converted into a privilege. The Supreme Court's telling you right there, okay? No right shall be converted into a privilege. Why not? Because rights are way better than privileges. Privileges are allowed by others or another. Man, woman, or person. Yeah. Shuttlesworth versus Birmingham, Alabama. No state may convert a secured liberty into a privilege and issue a license and fee for it. If they do, you can ignore it with impunity. Now, impunity doesn't mean fuck you, pig. No. You do it on paper. Unless you can resolve it audibly with the, I mean, if they're knowledgeable enough, or if you can show them the light in that everything's based, all law is based on jurisdiction. In order to enforce a law upon another, you have to have jurisdiction, and the law has to have jurisdiction. I don't have to follow the laws of China. I don't live in China. I live in one of the 50 sovereign states, protected by the Constitution. Even if you didn't have a Constitution, if you could conduct yourself correctly, which is really, really hard to do, I don't know if I could do it, but to prove that you're a free man or woman, you're alive, you're living. How can pieces of paper have control over you? They were created by your species. We weren't created from the paper. Show me when the creator somehow becomes the servant, and the creation becomes the master. Maybe there's a scenario. Please. Nobody comments anyway, but comment. I could be wrong, but in this case, no. Enabling clauses are how a law comes into being. Everything from before is brought forward or made stronger or delineated in the people's favor. If there was something in the Constitution that protected our rights less than the Federalist Papers or the Magna Carta, then the Magna Carta or the Federalist Papers would be what stands. These guys weren't stupid. You know, they thought ahead. I mean, first of all, they're probably highly educated, Illuminati, whatever. The Constitution is, some of it's bastardized or bastardized, whatever, from a Freemasonry Constitution. The point is, it protects rights. It protects rights of serial killers. It protects rights of, molesters. I wish they all would, I don't want to say what I wish would happen to them, but it's not good. However, you can't pick and choose. And if more people were educated on the law and their rights and how they're derived and how to communicate them, there would be less of those things happening. A lot of the bad things that happen in this world happen because of despair and hopelessness and that type of thing. While certain entities have quadrillions of dollars, they can print them out of thin air. There's quadrillions and quadrillions and quadrillions of them. End world hunger and pay off all debt, which is their debt, by the way. The people are the creditors. You are the creditor, not the debtor. Except you consent to be the debtor unwittingly, but that's easy to fix. You do it with your next interaction. You get a live life claim. So, let's see, anything else here? Today's law cannot abridge laws in the past regarding the Constitution. Even though a law got passed by Congress, which is the federal government, which only has jurisdiction over the federal government and federal territories and citizens, corporations. It has no jurisdiction over living people. That's a fact, Jack. Yeah. So, I guess that's all I got. Take it easy.